This is it. Cheers.
Good luck.
Cheers, man. No.
You hear a car?
No.
That's Finnbar's car. He's parked.
I didn't see the lights.
He came around and not.
The play is about, well, it's about many things, but mostly about 5 people coming together on a windy, blustery evening and sharing, on the surface, ghost stories, but on a deeper level, things that they fear about each other and perhaps about themselves.
In the course of the Weir, everybody tells a story, and some of the stories deal with the realm of the supernatural, and some of the stories deal with real life in a way that is very private. In many ways, it's a play about the power of storytelling.
There was no electricity out here. And there's no dark like a winter night in the country. And there was a wind, like this one, tonight howling, whistling in off the sea. You hear it under the door. And I set the scene for you.
So we haven't had a woman in the pub for quite a long time, and all of a sudden this young woman from Dublin comes out. A stranger enters the pub, and her company inspires us.
Does a bit of work with Jack.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Brendan Burke.
Hello.
We're always thrilled to have Conor McPherson on the stage, and we just love the words that man gives us. And people leave the theatre with a smile on their face, and they've got something to go home and think about.
Very funny, and it's very sad at the same. And sometimes at one and the same moment, it's like unique, like no other play I've ever been in.
There's a lot of dark humour. There's a lot of dark Irish humour.
Declan went off to get a tarp to cover over the grave, and I put a big lump of a door over it, and I was waiting on Declan, having the last drop under the tree, and thinking we might stick the head in someplace for a quick pint on the way back, you know.
It's funny when you talk about a character that doesn't say much. You wonder what you should say, and that's Jim. And they allude to the fact that there might be a lot more going on with him than appears on the surface. Very simple fella. He has lived all his life in this village, and he will live the rest of his life in this village.
Brendan is a character who's he's quite a typical sort of rural Irish lad who sort of you'd find working in a pub in rural Ireland. He's quiet, his kind of still waters run deep quality about him.
Jack is a cantankerous old fucker who runs a little garage and is so lonely at the core that it demands, he needs to have camaraderie every night in this pub.
Down in the spar. Finally, either sold or is renting the thing after how many years it sat there?
4 or 5 in anyway.
Jim says 5 this month. And Finnbar is going bananas.
This is my first time encountering Conor McPherson's work as an actor. I'm struck by how his language is at once very poetic and very evocative, but also incredibly earthy. You believe that these are real people, real salt-of-the-earth people. And I promised I was going to be there to watch her, but I was late out of work, and I was only going to be in time to meet her afterwards. But when I got there, there was an ambulance.
I play Finnbar Mac, who is kind of the flash guy in town with the money and the new car, and he stands out amongst the locals. He is an only child, and like the other characters in the play, even though he's married and has a couple of kids himself, he's lonely.
What's wonderful about doing it here at DR2, it provides the same intimacy, if not more, than we had at Irish Rep. So there's an absolute immediacy to the play.
If there is a better contemporary play, not just Irish, written in the last 20 to 30 years, I haven't seen it.
I think everybody in the audience will take something slightly different, and then it'll continue to bloom in their imagination long after they leave.
It's a great voyeuristic play. You feel like you're kind of peeking through a keyhole or through an open door, you're overhearing these very personal, intimate conversations. and you're watching these people drink throughout the evening while you're watching it. It gives you a fierce thirst, so probably afterwards you're going to, you know, do a beeline for the nearest bar and discuss your differing opinions of the piece.
It just is, it's wonderful, wonderful experience.
It's over.